Um, what's up, guys? My name's Corey. You can see Jimmy over there. We got Recurrier. Is that how I would say that?
Recurrier, yeah.
Recurrier, okay.
Yeah.
From CryptomonKeys. I said on Twitter this morning I got tons of NFTs to give away, and I do. So I'm super stoked about that. But mostly, I'm stoked about the new intro we have for NFT Game Day.
I'm not the bubble. 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 I'm not the bubble.
That's what 20 minutes and writing your own songs can get you.
So that's the triple E, the triple E, and yes, in the comments that is Elon's rocket. But if you don't know what's going on, that was the Elon endorsement essentially. He dropped.
He legit just endorsed our show.
Yeah. We're getting some big funding. That's a really expensive NFT. So on Twitter today, as Elon likes to do, he basically just decided to put the Bitcoin symbol and his name under his profile picture, which I guess accounts for a 20% pump before America wakes up. So what happens today? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it was probably going to pump anyway, but with everything going on, I mean, the sentiment is turning in that direction. So again, we've got Recurrier on from CryptomonKeys. We're going to talk about that. They've got a really, really interesting model that I'm looking forward to hearing about, because it's kind of it's just fancy. I got a bunch of CryptomonKeys in my wallet to give away this morning. One of them, I had to tell Recurrier that it's basically the Monkey Lorian. I'm like, I'm keeping that motherfucker. Sorry, not sorry. I'm a little obsessed with the Mandalorian. But then he just gave me one. So somebody's going to get that one as well, because I got doubles now. I got a bunch to give away. I got a bunch more Uplift art NFTs to give away. I got a bunch of Maxims NFTs to give away. Everybody who retweeted this morning, I was sending out some of the Maxim NFTs, which is a line I'm playing around with. But Recurrier, how you doing, man? Good morning.
I'm doing good, man. Excited to be here. Thank you so much for having me on. It's great to be able to get out here and spread the CryptoMonkey word.
Right. So tell us about what's the 30,000 foot view. You know, what's CryptomonKeys all about?
So to understand CryptomonKeys, you got to take a step back because it's born out of another project. So you guys, I'm sure you're aware of Nano, right?
Mm-mm.
So it's
vaguely,
yeah. Well, basically, it's just another cryptocurrency project that's out there. It's got a different way. It's not a proof of work, but it's not so important for those details. But it's a fast and free chain, and so how Doge is like the meme coin for Bitcoin. So a meme coin for Nano was made, and it was called BANANO. And so the whole BANANO model was just go and distribute BANANO out freely to anyone who wants it through a whole bunch of channels, and then just let it find its price. And it is what it is. And so they have all these giveaways and all of these different ways to get BANANO. There's things called BANANO jobs. There's all of these different ways that it gets distributed. And how on, like, if you log into MetaMask or something like that, you have your public address, but there's also like a little kind of icon that's just like a voxel or a bunch of little boxes or whatever.
Right.
So you have a visual representation of your address. Well, some guys at Banano were like, well, we could do this, but it doesn't have to be like this weird voxel. Let's just make some monkeys to fill this purpose, right? So when you take like all the possibilities of hex colors, right? And then you add that to like different fur colors can all be a hex color, different eye colors can all be a hex color. You can give them smiles or smirks or whatever and different accessories. You can come up with billions and billions and billions of, you know, individual icons that are monkeys that are not the same. Right. So every Banano wallet gets a monkey. And that's your monkey, and nobody else has that. That is specific to your public address.
Okay.
And so then the guys from CryptomonKeys at the time, this is before I was on the team, was like, well, we should make some NFTs out of these. And so late this summer, actually around September, they started coming out. And so if you look at the cards and you flip them over and look at the back, for every CryptomonKey card, there's actually a Banano address associated to it. So that CryptomonKey is actually the equivalent of that voxel or that thing for an account. So they're all like real things. So they've tied that CryptomonKey card to an account. And so after the project started getting going, I was in the community. I really liked it. And I was asked to come on board and do some of this like, public stuff. And I jumped at the chance because I love I love the Banano. It's a meme coin. So you just go in there and people are just having fun. Nobody's like worrying too much about the price or any of that stuff. It's just for fun.
Right.
And so the
card just for fun too, but get the hell out of the way.
Yeah.
Crazier things have happened. So no, I love that angle. I think it's really good. By the way, I'm starting to give some NFTs out. I'm giving away 3 at a minimum to everybody for as long as supplies last. In the second half of the show is when I'm going to be giving away the CryptomonKeys. So make sure you stick around. And believe me, if you post your wax addy and say, "Oh my goodness, I shared to my Discord and Twitter and," well, guess who's getting NFTs first? Just saying. Anyway, sorry. Go ahead, Courier.
Hey man, I posted to my Twitter, so give me a cool one. So yeah, just to go back, if I could say something. So I was a big fan of Ryblox, which is Nano before Nano. They kind of rebranded into Nano, and I kind of got wrecked on Ryblox, and I blame it on them changing their name. But at the time that I got in, they were only on one small European exchange, and I thought it was kind of cool because they were doing something that nobody else was doing at the time. They were sending. Every transaction basically had its own blockchain in a way. Like they would create like a new highway that got sent. So my question revolves around this. I might be reading too much into it here, but you said that every NFT has on the back of the CryptomonKeys card has an address that's associated to that NFT. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I'm 2 questions. Number one is I'm assuming that there are like mints, like there's various mints of the same NFT, like Unimonkey, for example, probably has like more than one, right?
Yeah. So that Unimonkey image has an address. So how the way the templates work is you make one template and then you make essentially a bunch of copies of that, and then the mint orders go up. So the address shown on the back of every Unimonkey is all the same address. It's tied to that Unimonkey image. It's not that you have that address for your use by holding the NFT.
Okay, so all right, so that answers my question. That's kind of what I was getting at. So every not every single NFT, but every single card or every single image in the collection. And so now the second part is why. I think I missed something maybe, or maybe it's not clear to me. But why does every like it kind of one like what's the purpose of it, and is it usable, or is it can you kind of explain that?
Well, since the CryptoMonkey images were originally just a thing from Banano, so that was your image for your public address, right? So if you open a Banano account or a wallet, I should say, you can go to banano.how and it tells you all of this stuff. And the most common one is Callium. It's a mobile wallet. So you get your public address, but you also get a monkey that is associated with your public address. So when it was like, okay, we're going to make NFTs out of these monkeys, well, I mean, it just follows. Like, the monkeys were born out of being associated to an address. So when you're making CryptomonKeys, they got to have an address. That address really, I don't know that you can use it for anything. The private keys would be held by the core team, the founders. So the people making the cards. So it's kind of just a kind of cool thing to know about the cards, rather than something that the people that hold the NFTs are going to use in any way.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of, and you're kind of confusing me. And let me finish, because I'll tell you why you're confusing me. Like, what you're saying kind of makes perfect sense, but I'm kind of confused about other NFTs that aren't CryptomonKeys now. Like, I guess they live on the blockchain. Blockchain Heroes or Alien Worlds cards, but like, are they associated to an address? I'm guessing no. Like, I don't know. Like, I guess like that, what you're saying kind of makes more sense to me, like than any other NFT. I've never really thought about it, so it's kind of interesting to think about it. Like, everything on the blockchain is associated to an address. A transaction is, like all of these things. So yeah, I guess it just kind of makes sense. That's very cool. I didn't know the backstory.
Yeah. So that address on the back is a address for Banano chain. It's not a wax address. It's a Banano chain address. And it's just kind of a cool tie-in. As for how the actual NFTs and the templates work, essentially when you mint the NFT, you upload, or they call it pin, the image to IPFS, which is just a distributed file system, a decentralized file system. And then you build that image address into the metadata for the NFT. So when you go to open and view the NFT on, say, Atomic Hub, it pulls that image down from IPFS and displays it. Or if it's, an MP4, it pulls that video down, or whatever it is. So that's kind of how they turn, the ones and zeros into a thing, a usable thing, enjoyable thing. So, and technically you don't have to store the files on IPFS. They can be stored on like a regular server, but that server could go down and then your NFTs are not really doing anything. So IPFS is used to decentralize it so that there's not a single point of failure.
Okay, I'm totally gonna create like I'm totally gonna like create a new alternative reality story to why they're called CryptomonKeys. I'm just kind of looking at the site now, and it says, CryptoMon, and then the K is big, and then the EYS, and so like they're probably the only NFTs that are actually associated with real live blockchain keys. That's kind of cool. They're kind of like characters in themselves, like Digimon or Pokemon, CryptoMon. I like it, man. It's cool.
Yeah, it's fun. And the whole, if you go into the Discord for Banano or for CryptomonKeys, it's a really light, fun vibe. And like, if you are really generous, or you say something funny, or you make a meme that people think is hilarious, people will just tip you Banano, or somebody will shoot you a CryptoMonkey card. The team, the core team, has the ability to do monkey drops, which is basically like say you put out a meme that's funny, they're like, that's great, monkey drop to that user. And then you get a link to a free crypto monkey. The whole idea is to distribute them out to people, get it far, get it wide, get as many people, get them into the hands of everybody. And then the market will set the price, which has been amazing. I don't think that the amount that these are going for is what anybody had expected so quickly. So
Yeah.
they're extremely sought after, especially the legendaries. And it's free distribution. That's, you know, most of the rest of the projects out there, you know, they're putting together packs and then they're selling packs to make an income. And then the secondary market does what it's going to do. But in this case, there's no primary market. The team doesn't make any money off distributing the cards. They're just sent out for free.
So do you guys just make do you just make the secondary market cut?
So just like everything, there's that commission.
I think it's a great
market.
idea. I mean, that's, you know, just get it all out there, let the market decide what the market wants to decide. And then the team still benefits, which is great. I mean, we're always about, you know, the M Blue from Uplift Art always talks about the win-win-win economy. And that's just, I think this is just another really fun way to do that. Because again, like the number of people holding CryptomonKeys, the number of people in the community is going to dictate the overall value, right? And so if you're creating an entire ecosystem from scratch, then, you know, you take 10% of it or whatever your cut is, right? And I hope it's significant because you guys clearly deserve it. Then that's great.
Yeah, it's like a standard market cut. It's right in line with everybody else. Okay. So the other thing about CryptomonKeys is there's something called monkey farming, right? And if you hold CryptomonKeys, so 19 is a big number in the CryptomonKeys community, and it comes from the founders. And there's a lot of theory around why 19 was picked. And I like to not give it away. I say, you want to find out more about why 19 is so important, get over to the CryptomonKeys Discord and start asking some questions.
Secrets. Oh.
So one of the fun theories, which is not the genesis of it really, but has come to be the accepted truth. So BANANO is, you know, bananas. And it just so happens, one of the things with BANANO is they always say packed with potassium, right? Well, the atomic number for potassium is 19.
I like it.
Packed with potassium. I just like I love the cultural element of where these memes go, and just where the culture goes, right? Like I'm building a giant temple to Bitcoin in the Uplift. And by the way, I wanted to share with you guys, we're for communities that we really like. It's kind of like Decentraland on Minecraft, right? We've got a map set out for communities. I would love it to, you know, and we can do this later on because we have a lot of CryptomonKeys stuff to talk about. I'll give you a quick demo of what the Uplift is going to be, but I'd love to have you guys in the community cluster.
Absolutely.
We'll gift you guys some land for it because I think it'd be really, really fun.
Yeah, we got so excited with the moon landing that we actually forgot to do the gratitude this morning as well.
We did shit sandwich. Okay, well, and I'm still trying to fix. Like I legitimately have a metric shit ton of NFTs to give away today, and Atomic and Wax Cloud are both being jerkball faces. So. Just to let everybody know, because we got a bunch of people here this morning, and thank you guys for showing up. If your Wax address is in the comments, might not be right now, but I'm going to be smashing your accounts with NFTs as long as they run out, and I think or as long as they don't run out. And I would say we probably have about for the amount of Wax addresses that are on there, about half of you will be getting CryptomonKeys NFTs. So thank you for that. So if you've shared this out and you've told me that you shared it out, your chances increase. That's just the way it is. Anyway,
and maybe throw up my screen on the channel there. Well,
oh yeah, there you go.
Courier speak. So yeah, this is I like it. Like we were saying earlier, the cards. There's your DeFi yield farmer.
Yeah.
Right there. That's not what we wanted to happen. What happened there? Okay.
Banano there, buddy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's just.
What
what's
to do? What to do? What to do?
Yeah, it's all right. I got it back. But yeah, so as you were saying about the
farming,
having too many windows open, as you were saying about the DeFi farmer, the yield farmer.
Yeah. So you can farm CryptomonKeys by holding CryptomonKeys essentially, and the more monkeys that you hold in your wallet, the more chance that you have to win them, and specifically the Series 1. So if you can go out and get the Series 1 monkeys and hold them, you'll have a better chance of getting drops. So this is why I mentioned 19%. 19% of the distribution is going to go through monkey farming. So what that means is 19% of every card goes out to people already holding CryptoMonkey cards. And so and then a higher percent goes to Series 1. So build out your Series 1 collection, build out your Series 2 collection, hold them in the wallet. And from time to time, you're going to just get more CryptoMonkeys showing up. When it's like the commons, where there's a lot of them, you have a very high chance. When it's a legendary, when there's only 19 of them, say there's whatever, 5,000 addresses with a CryptoMonkey card in it, there's maybe 3 legendaries going out or whatever that number is. So you've got a pretty low chance, but you could still get it. And it might be that they said, okay, we're going to send out this legendary to 2 or 3 wallets that have all of the epics from Series 1 or whatever. So that distribution is what kind of brought this whole DeFi monkey farming in. So go out and build your collection, and it will pay you over time yields in new CryptoMonkeys.
Okay, that's kind of a interesting concept. I think like this. It's interesting to see how like different parts of cryptocurrency are starting to overlap and collide, right? So you had kind of the DeFi aspect with NFTs as well that kind of came out with a few other projects, and I guess now you've got the yield farming aspect where you can like it kind of makes sense like from a bigger picture perspective too to do something like this. So yeah, I mean it's pretty cool. I'm gonna go back to this screen just so that people can see. I'm not sure how many people are watching in the live chat that might be new to CryptoMonkeys, but yeah, this was the screen that I really liked because you got some cool ones. The Monkey Alorian, that's the one that Corey was talking about earlier.
Yeah.
I like Hodler. That one's really funny to me. I don't know why. There's some good ones. Monkey McDuck, that one's a really good one too. I like it. Like it's a really original kind of unique meme coin. Meme card, right? And they're not like over the top memes. I like Unimonkey a lot as well. And this one is hilarious. Like I think this is fun. It's one of my favorites. That's really good.
So since you're on that card, if you go back to This Is Fine.
Yeah, sure.
Right. This will give you a little.
That's really good.
In the top right, that monkey that's in the picture frame.
Yes.
So that's kind of like the frog. And so that is not only a hint to what the next card is going to be, which ended up being Monkey the Frog, but they also do tiebacks later on to past hints. So every card has embedded in it a hint to what the next card will be.
Let's see if we can track it. So here, I always wondered what this thing here was in the cloud. Is that maybe the hint? No, probably not. Is there a hint for number 7?
If you scroll down to some of the more recent ones, it's a little easier to find. So that one that was in there, if you look at the Christmas monkey, so scroll back up 1 or 2. So again up. And again up.
Okay, here we go.
So there's that same guy, right? Okay. And then on his mantle is that kind of oddly faced reindeer, which shows up on the next card.
Mm.
And then on the little pole on the sign in that one, there's something about, trading and making markets and stuff. And that refers to the market maker and the next card, which came out at the same time.
Okay, so they're kind of like little Easter eggs in every card then.
Exactly.
That's really cool, man.
Yeah.
So, and that's another way you can win cards. Every time there's a card reveal, then people start guessing what the name of the next card is. And if you guess right, you can win maybe the next card or maybe other cards or whatever. So the card reveal comes out, and then it's like a little party of people just guessing the name on the Discord server. And then a lot of times, not every time, because it just depends who's busy and who can make it to the card reveals, but a lot of times there's it's a card reveal party. And so there's drops of cards, there's distributions of BANANO. Just being in the Discord at the time the card reveal happens, you'll usually pick up something.
I like the monkeys, but I'm not sure if I want to scroll to the next card now, because I think the Easter egg in this one might be I love BJs. And I'm not really sure how I feel about looking at a naked monkey.
What?
So that stands for BANANO jobs.
BANANO jobs, Jimmy. BANANO jobs.
Yeah.
And there we are, bounty hunter banana jobs.
If you look on that New Year's monkey on the TV, it says something about wizards, which then brings you to the blue wizard monkey.
That's cool. The blue wizard monkey is cool. That's
yeah.
Really cool. I like
so
it.
The blue wizard, you guys, I'm sure, are familiar with the blue wizard on wax.
Yeah.
Yeah, they he actually the first NFT, we basically, we're doing the Minecraft sort of land or whatever, right? And linking it to cryptocurrency or whatever. So our builder team built a giant Burning Man thing, and we auctioned off the button to light the whole thing on fire. And he ended up buying that NFT for $4,700. That was all going to our Uplift school building mission. Mm-hmm. And had his blue purple apprentice, whatever she's called, actually came in the game, and for the big event that we had on, clicked the button, lit the whole thing on fire, and now that NFT apparently is going into his museum. And I know he's got one of the CryptomonKeys he's planning on throwing in there as well. So yeah, I mean, he's clearly throwing some weight around in the space.
And actually that comes up with something else with you as well. I noticed on your Twitter account today, there's something happening with the Blue Wizard auction sales. Do you want to go over that?
So we're auctioning off this, and the proceeds are going to go to St. Jude Children's Hospital for cancer research for kids. That is something that we as CryptomonKeys donated for that auction. And it is the Blue Wizard card. But we are participating in that fundraising that's being done by, is spearheaded by a friend of mine that I know through the Upland community. He's doing a bunch of fundraising in Upland, and I'm doing a bunch of fundraising in wax. So I put a whole bunch of my my NFTs out there. I've got a little brand that I do myself that's kind of tied to Upland called Upland Comics. And so a bunch of people donated NFTs. I have some. Red Planet Arts donated a bunch, and some other people have thrown in stuff from different collections. I made one account for it, so it's all auditable, all trackable, Upco Goodwill, and everything that goes into that account, I'm just setting it up to auction. The fundraiser is 10 days long. It started Wednesday, it goes through next Saturday, and all of the proceeds from the auction, everything that's in there, all goes to St. Jude. And then we also have a drop where we're selling. It's called the Cancer Finger. It's an NFT that we made. There's 4 different rarities of it. So the common and the rare are a drop on Atomic, and you can buy those, and all of the proceeds from that also goes to the to fund the fundraiser for St. Jude. And then
we'll have to link that in the post so people can know. But yeah, that's awesome. You guys are involved in charity, and you guys actually have like a charity kind of link right there on your site. So, and I just want to say a personal thank you, because a lot of the stuff that you've donated thus far has actually went to Uplift Art and Haitian Roots to help out with the school and the funding things. So that's awesome that you guys are doing that. I think it's really really noble and amazing, and thank you for shining light in the space with a few others that are doing good with NFTs and crypto.
Yeah, it's great. It's that's one of the few times that the CryptomonKeys team will actually sell a card. Typically, they're the mint ones, and we typically will donate to Haitian Roots. This Blue Wizard one was a little different in that we're participating in someone else's fundraiser, but yeah, most of our fundraisers so far have all gone to Haitian Roots for mint number ones. So
yeah, that's awesome, man. I mean, that's actually, I gotta check out. And you can do this anytime you want. And I'm glad that you guys set up that when you set up accounts to kind of be able to track that stuff, I think is really awesome. So yeah, the Uplift donate account right now is up to 558,000 wax, which is $23,000 in change. And we have, Captain Cave Dan does 75% auctions. He's got a bunch of links up there just in the transactions. CryptomonKeys charity auction shows up just a few days ago for 88,000 or 8,800 wax. So sorry, and just a bunch of people doing it. I love that about the space. Because again, people are getting their brands out there. They're actually making some money themselves with these drops, which we're totally for with the win-win-win economy. So it's just really, really cool to see it happen, and bringing other charities into the space too. Obviously, I'm working directly with MBlue with the Uplift Donate, the school mission or whatever. But there's it's just great to see other things happening with that as well. It's really cool. I love the whole thing. I think it's fantastic.
I think it's really great that there's a way to engage, to create charitable stuff, because it's nice to just donate money, right?
Yeah.
But and there's no negative about that. It's not a slight on that. That is awesome. The people that can donate money, it's great. But a lot of times people don't have a way to donate money, but they might have something else. So they might have some NFTs that they picked up one way or another, and they're like, yeah, I can sell this and find a way to use the proceeds from that to donate money. Or we've got some stuff going on in Upland where you can use your Upland stuff to donate money, and all these different NFT projects too, like CryptomonKeys. Since we don't sell the cards, right? We don't really have an income, so there's not a lot of money out there to give to charity. But since we can auction off cards, which are original works, and that money can go to charity, it's so much more powerful. And I think that it's a really awesome way to engage a wider group of people into charitable type things. It just broadens the field from just people who have money to give.
It's funny.
Right.
You just gave me a really big idea, because I've been thinking about this a long time, right? Like with Uplift Art and seeing the people in there, they're donating their own cards, and like Corey said, putting some of that towards our fund. I work closely with Jenner EOS. They've got their charity proxy. There's another proxy on Jenner EOS as well that they're donating to charity as well. These guys are, I believe, out of Estonia. You've got, like you just mentioned, Upland is doing this. I think we need to maybe have an event where we do live auctions with all of these projects on wax. Just do a 1 day, charity auction where we can do it live, like those old telecom charity TV phone-in things. We can do the first one on the crypto blockchain. I think it'd be kind of cool.
We were doing that with Dust for a hot minute, and it gained a little bit of traction. But yeah, I'd love to do these, especially if they're all have that charity element. but promote the crap out of the brands in the process, and maybe do like 3 to 5 in a show or whatever. I'm 100% game to
yeah, and you guys could come on with your new cards if you do a series 3, and we could do it live. We could get the Upland team, like everyone together. I think it would be really like a really cool event. We'll table it obviously now, but Corio says I'm long-winded and I speak too fast, but I might have just found my calling as an auctioneer. I don't know.
It all makes sense now.
Yeah,
it's all coming together.
Sure,
super dirty, but I actually just switched over to the Edge browser just to see if I could make it work. Because it's clear that other people are able to send some of these, and I really want to send out metric ass tons of NFTs today, and I'm not going to quit until I can make it happen. So anyway, that's what's going on while I'm like frantically doing crap over here. If it looks like I'm not paying attention.
So I sent you guys a couple links in the chat.
Great.
One of them is the page for the main fundraiser, and that talks about all the stuff on Wax that I'm spearheading, plus all of the things that are happening in Upland. There's money being raised there, and then the other one is the link to the drops, the fundraiser drops on Wax. So there's a $1 donation, and you get an NFT for that, and there's a $10 donation, and you would get an NFT for that. So those are some of the fundraisers for St. Jude. But one of the other reasons that for CryptomonKeys we wanted to talk about was monkey mining with Alien Worlds.
Go on.
So that's a big thing that we just kicked off a couple weeks ago. We're just a few weeks into it, and we are continuing to expand that relationship. So as a team, we decided another way to distribute CryptomonKeys and reach a broader audience was to give them out through mining in Alien Worlds. Now right now Alien Worlds distributes their own NFTs through the mining, and then they have some partner NFTs that they can also distribute. It's on their roadmap that eventually individual landowners will be able to distribute NFTs through their land, through the mining mechanics that are happening there now. That's not quite live yet. But what CryptomonKeys decided to do is do it manually. So we went out and got a bunch of lands, and we are mining. We have those lands all on Nary, the world Nary in Alien Worlds. If you're not familiar with it, there's 6 worlds on which you can mine, and it's actually it's an NFT DeFi project. So each of the worlds has its own governance token, and you'll be able to vote with your governance tokens and whatever. But as more people stake to those governance token, also your mining of Trillium goes up. So if you mine on any CryptomonKeys lands, that however much Trillium you make qualifies you for getting sent CryptomonKeys cards. And we'll take roughly once every week or 10 days, we'll get stats from everybody that mined and sent out cards. Also, if you stake to Nary, you have a chance of winning CryptomonKey cards. Nary, at the time we started this, was the least mined of the 6 and had the least staked of the 6 planets by a long shot. Within 2 weeks, we had overtaken every other planet except one in staking.
Was it Cavian?
Cavian is still the top one.
Whoa. Yeah, I'm in the cabal. We're sort of messing that stuff up, and as well, like one of the things that and we're working with Michael from EOS USA, who's basically helping us to do that secondary mining. Because again, it's all on the blockchain, so everybody can see which account are mining what or whatever, right? So you just ping those accounts, do the whiz bangery, digital magic or whatever. And you have a percentage chance, and you have to stake 1,000 to Cavian or whatever. But we can basically do that, and it's amazing how quickly the governance models for those planets encourage projects like the Cabal or projects like you guys to see that and go, why don't we have benefit our entire community by having them mine on our lands? We're going to be able to see that, and then we can accrue some benefits to them. And this has been out for what, like 2 months? Like I think
Yeah.
this is like the beginning of, you know, a lot of really meaningful ways that communities are going to be able to connect. And I'm just endlessly fascinated by it.
Oh yeah. Yeah. We, it's amazing how fast it was adopted. There was a bunch of people signed up. A lot of the CryptomonKeys community signed up for Alien Worlds that didn't previously know about it.
Right.
And then actually one of the members of the CryptomonKeys community said, all right, I'm starting a foundation because everybody starts with, you know, a shovel and a face, right?
Yeah.
So he said, anybody who has anything spare, like if you mine a spare shovel or any of the stuff, send it here. And then anybody who needs more so that you can fill your bag with 3 tools, we'll send it out to you. And it's just a free exchange of tools.
Yeah.
And it started out with just like shovels and stuff. And people have been starting to now send the common tools in, and we're looking at maybe rare tools and making sure that everybody who comes in and mines has a full bag of mining gear. And then once they make enough of their own, they give it back and it gets passed out to all the new monkey miners.
That is some egalitarian shit, and I am here for it.
Yeah, it's super cool. I'm really excited about it. I've definitely sent in some tools, and I
have a bunch staked to our planet. I kind of went on a bit of a buying frenzy, like a psycho. So that I could stake them to our planet. But let me know what the account is for that, because I'm gonna send a pile over to you guys just because I love what you're doing.
I'll get it.
I'm doing that though because I'm like the worst. I'm a bit of an equal opportunity offender when it comes to communities because I love you all. Damn it. Anyway, but yeah, I would love to send those out over there.
It's interesting because I was just thinking, like, we've had a few NFT game days now, and we've had some like really cool guests that are doing different projects. And right now, actually, you know, we've got the Uplifters team that we're kind of, you know, gonna do on the new prospectors, or that we're doing on the new prospectors Boomtown, which is also a part of that. So also I'm gonna go to charity, and it's interesting because I just realized, Corey, that like something is happening that we might not have even noticed, and that's that you have all of these communities from different NFT areas or games that are starting to like go and play in other people's sandboxes and like do it as a team and as a group. Like, you know, you've got a cabal on Alien World. Some of these same guys are, you know, working together in Upland or Prospectors. It's pretty cool. You've got this like, you know, group of people who are kind of just going through all of the games together and getting to know each other. And that's kind of, you know, the new king of the castle on the school ground type of game for adults who, you know, never left childhood type of thing. And I like it. It's kind of interesting.
Speaking of which, I'm going to pull up, I've sent out a bunch of NFTs so far, guys. I'm going to get to the rest of them here in a minute. But yeah, I mean that this kind of idea, watching what's going on with Alien Worlds and all the different, you know, communities and lands and what have you, is what basically forced my hand to start doing the community cluster in the Uplift. So I'm gonna pull that up. And it's gonna take me a couple seconds. So if you guys want to vamp on something else, yeah.
I've really been impressed by the Wax community in general because, you know, being in just the general crypto community before that, there tended to be a lot of tribalism, right? You know, my project's better than your project and a lot of arguing and whatever. And on Wax, it's really been like, come on, guys, everybody dive in, everybody support everybody else. That much more like rising tide lifts all boats feeling and theory. And I really have enjoyed being part of that. I've enjoyed being able to help in whatever small ways that I can. I have a monthly giveaway that I do, not associated with CryptomonKeys, which I'm actually doing with Uplift next month. And
nice.
It's so easy to talk to people and say, hey, how can we help each other? And everybody's really on board with it. So it's great. And it's the same small projects, big projects. There doesn't seem to be a lot of that project size ego that you kind of sometimes get other places. It's like everybody in Wax kind of feels like we're all in it together. We're all this underdog trying to build up the Wax community. And it's kind of a really great, it's a really great feeling and a really great community to be a part of.
It's funny.
Sorry. No, go ahead, Jimmy.
It's funny because that like that's what EOS used to be like when it first started, and like before Wax was a thing, before these other chains were a thing. There was EOS, and then there was Telos, and then all of these other blockchains started. But you're right, like the sentiment in Wax is really positive, and I think people who come to Wax, like they do it a little bit, for the gains, but most of them just do it because like they like what they're doing. They like playing the games, or they like the NFTs, and it's crazy. It's a real like almost pay it forward vibe in the Wax community, especially. Yeah. As I'm sure with the auctions and stuff like that, like it's just it's pretty amazing. So
yeah,
I had no idea that you were that involved. So I want to figure out a way to help support that.
I'll send you my link to my website that I kind of do on my own. I've been doing this giveaway for I don't know, 5-6 months now, and it's just a new one every month. And the whole idea is that I pick a project, and I've done Blockchain Heroes and doing Alien Worlds this month, Uplift next month. I worked with a smaller project called Dark Side Gaming, and I did CryptomonKeys. When I was doing CryptomonKeys, that kind of really solidified my place in the CryptomonKeys team. It's like I started organizing that with the team, and they're like, dude, we want you to come on board. So that was awesome. So my collection that I make, which is just little stuff, is called Upland Comics. It's a collection on Wax. It's a verified collection. And so if you go to my website, uplandcomics.com, there are links to the giveaway that happens every month. And the whole idea is one collection per month, and you throw in anything from that collection, right? So some people throw a ton of stuff in. Other people might only have 1 or 2 cards that they got maybe free from a drop, and they throw it in, and it builds up and builds up and builds up all month. And then at the end of the month, every account that donated something, it's 1 entry per NFT that you donated. Spin the wheel, winner takes all.
Oh, wow. So, nice.
And
that's
so
funny, to be honest, because I just had an idea that I just sent Corey a DM because I didn't want to forget, and it's very similar to that. So, and it involves you. So no spoiler alerts, but I think we got something here.
Yeah. I like it for 2 reasons. One is, if you're somebody, and this actually happened with our first giveaway. This guy only had a handful of NFTs, and he won the first giveaway, and it's like instantly a collection builder, right? All of a sudden, you've got this huge number of NFTs, and now you can do what you want with that. You can trade with them, you can do whatever. So it kind of doesn't matter that they're all in one collection. But the second thing about it is it's not all in one collection, because you enter with that collection, but a lot of people toss in other stuff because they know this account is getting looked at all month long, right? So it becomes free publicity for little projects.
Oh, that's interesting.
And every time I'm on somewhere, I try really hard to give shout outs to those projects so that these names come up that they might not have gotten. They would have no other way really to get that kind of coverage, right? They're just little, one-off guy projects. So
I like it. So speaking of the Blue Wizard, we're the first people into the Uplift world are going to be communities, right? And we had as a thank you for buying our first sort of land key NFT on that auction. One of our builders came in and actually built the Blue Wizard a giant castle on this community plot. So yeah, they're gonna get basically all of the NFTs that are connected to all of these regions, right? And so they're gonna be able to give those NFTs away for these little ones, and people will be able to come in and basically own those land keys and have total control of those places, right?
Yeah,
I love that 3D stuff, but it's kind of hard to move around. So anyway, right now, top corner over here is Ken Bosak. This one is actually the Crown people took that one. We're basically getting to the point now. Any observation took this one down here, but if you want, we'll set CryptomonKeys up with one of these community cluster plots.
Absolutely.
And so you'll basically get the land key NFTs for all of the ones in the square. And we're doing kind of a similar thing, right? We're going to be setting up a bit of a contest so that whichever community earns the most wax, because you're going to earn wax for basically the more you travel around is going to be the initial one. Eventually, it's going to be building and mining and all of that stuff is going to earn you a little bit of wax, just straight to your account, kind of like you're mining in Alien Worlds. But landowners, anytime anybody visits your region, you're actually going to earn a little bit of wax as well. So whichever community as a whole earns the most wax in game in the space of a month is going to gain control of the center. Whether you want to do a community build in the center or do a big party or do whatever the heck you want, you're going to have control of that. And of course, every month it'll just flip over. So yeah, which one do you want? And I'll lock it down.
Yeah, anything's cool, man. Right there to the right of that, I guess, right above. I don't know. Is there special land that makes a difference?
No, this is the thing. We don't even know what's underneath these ones because nobody's explored it yet. So that's kind of fun. So yeah, these two up here are taken. These two down here are taken. So like, and again, like, and even the outlying ones, if you want to do that, you can do that.
No, how about the one right directly north or up from the castle?
Yeah, we can do that. Done.
Yeah.
All right. Good call.
Awesome.
Right next to the Blue Wizard. And you're actually going to be right next to the railway plots that are going to be going up and down. So basically, like, everybody spawns in over at the cathedral. I'm actually going to hop in game and take us there in a minute so we can do the gratitudes because I totally forgot. This rail is going to be freaking not short. Anyway, these are all going to be ownable railway plots. And of course, you'll earn wax anytime anybody travels over it. So that'll be kind of fun. But yeah, this is the cathedral. We actually meet here every Sunday at 11 o'clock Eastern Standard Time to just kind of watch the sunrise together and write some gratitudes down on the monuments. And I'll show you that. So if you could, and I'll take a few from the comments as well. Brainstorm something that you're grateful for today, and it could be big, small, it doesn't matter. And I'm actually going to affix that to the permanent monuments inside the cathedral there.
Awesome. I'm grateful that you guys had me on. This has been great. I learned a lot of stuff, a lot of new stuff, and been able to reach out to new people. So that's awesome. I'm always excited when that happens.
Don't tell anyone. Anybody watching this right now, do not tell anyone about the giant Bitcoin thing that exists in this world. Tell no one.
That's cool, man.
I'm so asininely proud of this ridiculous thing. Yeah, it's fun. And this is like way off into the boonies. Anybody, when this is done, if you come and visit the Bitcoin temple, you'll earn 1 sat in wrapped Bitcoin once a day. Cool. Yeah, it's gonna be rad. Anyway, I need to teleport myself over to the place. And I just went to the wrong place. I was all excited because, like, oh, I know where I'm going. Yeah, not so much.
I like that. I like how you just threw out. I even know the address.
Totally. I botched that one. Something fierce. Hopefully this one works a little bit better. There we go.
This is cool. So this is like you become a builder and you can build this stuff all up, kind of a little bit Minecraft style, sort of in that way.
I mean, it's built on top of Minecraft, yeah.
Okay, there you go.
Yep. So, Recurrier, what was your gratitude?
I'm happy that I got to be part of the show and to meet you guys and spend some time and you know, meet new people and connect more projects. Really, that's what it is, about connecting projects and getting us all on the same page and all working together. And I love that there's a space for CryptomonKeys in Alien Worlds, and now there's going to be a space for CryptomonKeys here. We're looking at getting spaces in Upland. I love all of these different metaverses that are all connecting. It's awesome.
I'm putting a couple up. So they hopefully make sense. I'm having a
don't get a typo here.
Right.
It's really an exercise in language optimization, isn't it, Corey?
Yeah, it really is. It's no.
This is you have like a certain number of characters.
I mean, it has to fit on these tiny little ass signs. Yeah. So each one of these monuments, we've been in this new. We actually have the first cathedral we built a year ago is full. Like it's like it's wall to wall of these monuments, and every one of these monuments, you know, is time stamped on the back, and it's all just, you know, people's gratitudes.
I got one, and it's a bizarre one for me, but I'm not saying it really because I'm not excited about like the concept in general, but I'm just saying it because I think it needs to be monumentamized, if that's even a word. So yeah,
all right.
I'm grateful for the triple E, the Elon elevation effect. That's what I'm grateful for today. It's like the first block, you know, of Bitcoin by Satoshi, and it was the front page of the was it the Wall Street Journal or the Times or something. You know, the crisis. That's why I want to be monumentized here. I mean, you know, I don't do this for the I mean, the money's nice, but I don't necessarily do it for the money. But at the same time, I think it needs to be in there. Because yeah, I like it, and I'm also grateful to have met you, Recurrier, because I'm always surprised on this show with the people, the guests that we get on, even the guests that I know well. I always tend to learn something new. But as you know, there's so much in this space, and everyone's kind of involved in their own communities, and I like the fact that you seem to be outside the box a little bit in terms of, you know, what crypto does for you, connecting communities, giving back, looking at the charities. It's not always easy to find people as level-headed as that and as genuine as that. So yeah, thank you so much for just being a solid part of Wax and EOSIO.
Thank you. I appreciate that. That's very kind. I you know, I can only be this way because the community around me encourages it, right? I can't say enough good things about the communities. They're great people. We're all kind of in it together, and they make it really easy to be happy to be here. So it's great. It's great. I've been welcomed into CryptomonKeys. I've been welcomed into a lot of other communities, and it's really been amazing. It's been nice. It's great. And you know, this year has been a year where you have to redefine what socializing is, right?
Yeah.
And so it's been pretty awesome, and I like having the crypto background that I have because I was more on the technical side of that, and coming into here, it's really nice to have so many people with so many different backgrounds. And I think what really makes the difference in the NFT world is we get a lot more artistic type people. And they have a very different worldview, and it allows you to get a way more rounded set of communities and people. And I love crypto communities. I love crypto projects. Nothing negative on them, but it tends to be a little bit more like, this is what we're all here for. We want to trade. We want to make money, you know. And the NFT community has such diversity, such diversity.
That whole model up. And again, there's still collectors. There's still people in it to create value in that way. And you know, I'm here for that to a certain extent, right? Like that, you know. I mean, I literally, and this is like, like I joked about it. It became a bit of a sickness. Like I was buying up Alien Worlds NFTs one at a time at a half wax, just over like as my brain break, right? Like I was like building all this stuff for the uplift.world and, you know, creating music for Uplift Art and doing all this crazy stuff. And I just like, what's the like a dumb thing that I could do that's just like gonna quiet the mind? Buy one Alien Worlds NFT 1,000 times, and I'd say 1,000. It was actually more than that. And then staking them to our planet, because like I can connect all these things. Like, do I think that Alien Worlds NFTs are going to be more valuable down the road? I mean, there's at least an argument for that. Cool. And I can just buy them up and throw them in our planet and just like make ether. And because I've interviewed the ether people, like the our planet game is at the very least it's going to be interesting. Who knows if it'll do anything, right? And, you know, a lot of these things can build an NFT portfolio that can actually be worth freaking money. Who knows? It's ridiculous. But then, like, look at the art. Like, I'm a CryptomonKeys fan now. I didn't really get it before. And I get it now, and I'm excited about it.
Oh, man, it's so fun.
I'm going to start giving away CryptomonKeys NFTs like it's my job, starting right now.
I'm going to tell you, the first time you somehow land a legendary, you're, like, pumped. Because there's 19 of each. That's it.
How do I do that?
So obviously you can go buy the auctions that all go to charity, right?
Right. Yeah.
But it's free distribution. So if you do the monkey farming where you get as much of the collection of the old stuff as possible, there's a chance you just get one, right?
Yeah.
There's also since the cards are the CryptomonKeys currency. When CryptomonKeys are trying to do an initiative like getting land on Neri, that we don't have money to buy them with wax, so you do card trades. So maybe if you've got a piece of land on Neri that we don't have one of those yet, and we're looking for one, maybe you can trade for a legendary. I mean, the legendaries have been going, anywhere between $400 and $600. So it's you're not in bad shape.
That's awesome.
So, but yeah, the first time I got a legendary, I was so pumped, and it gets addicting. And I want to complete my series one. Now I'm on the team, but it doesn't mean I automatically get cards. I got to go get them just like everybody else. And man, I want to finish my series one so bad, but with those very few legendaries, it's really, really hard to get them. I mean, people that get them hold them.
Hey, everybody! Sorry, man. Please do me a favor. If you're still watching this show, we got 38 people now. I really want to benefit the people that are still here. Comment your wax address again right now. If you shared, great. If you just want to comment something super fantastic about CryptomonKeys, that's totally cool. If you want to share again, that's cool. I will prioritize anybody who makes me laugh or happy, because I'm just that level of shill. That's the way that works. So thank you. I'll start with. Go ahead, Recruiter.
One last thing: if you run out of CryptomonKeys for the amount of addresses you have, send me a list.
Okay.
We'll make sure everybody that commented their address will get something.
Damn, Daniel, that's awesome. I like that a lot. All right, well, I'm gonna get to work on this, so that's fun.
Awesome.
And again, because of Recurrier's largesse and generosity, I got 2 Mandalorians or Monkey-lorians, sorry. Because honestly, if I only had one, you guys would be fucked. I wouldn't be giving that away. But I got 2, so I'm giving that away. It's just so good. Anyway, I'm looking forward to actually going through again and spending some time taking a look at these, because especially with the Easter eggs and stuff, you guys have put a lot of thought into this, and I'm here for it, man. I like it a lot.
Go get your Series 1s, man. Get them before you can't get them anymore.
Well,
that's my recommendation.
Damn. Okay. And so Series 1, and that, like, how does the mining percentage work? Like, you have to do the you basically need the Series 1 to make it work at all, or is it just much better if you have
No, it's just a Series 1. People who have Series 1 for the farming, they're given a little bit more priority when we're doing the farming distributions. You don't have to have one. You can absolutely just start where we are now and pick some up. But if you go and get engaged in the server and make memes, have fun, you'll get monkey drops, and some of those monkey drops will be Series 1 cards. And the uncommon Series 1s are still widely available on the market. But as you get into the epics and the legendaries, they can be pretty hard to get a hold of for Series 1.
I would imagine.
But, yeah, I go get everything, right? Get the commons, get the uncommons. Those are relatively affordable if you have some wax. And then the rares are start to get a little more expensive, and the epics and legendaries are really expensive. So those most people try and get through drops. But also, all of my lives, I do a live show every Friday afternoon at 1 Pacific, 4 Eastern. It's called CryptomonKeys Friday. I do it with a buddy of mine who does a live stream every day at the same time for Upland. It's called Upland Action News. Left House does it. So I come on every Friday and give away CryptomonKeys. So if you have people show up to that, I've got I'm going to be giving away more CryptomonKeys just a mere 6 hours from now. And,
so we put out a weekly kind of roundup post of our 5 shows over the course of the week. So if you wouldn't mind, Recurrier, if you want, look me up on Telegram. I'm in the Uplift channel or a lot of other channels that you're in, and send me those links, like any links that you want me to include, and we'll drop those in the post with a link to this video below. Your YouTube channels, your charity stuff, whatever you want me to put in, and we'll get the word out there for you, because that's awesome. I want people
just
to come.
Jimmy D in there.
Yeah, I'm Jimmy D.
Right.
You'll see it. But yeah, so we'll put that out. I guess that is probably not going to go out before your live show, because you said about 6 hours. So what's your what's the YouTube channel name that you do that on?
It's Upland Action News.
Okay. So
and I'll give you there's since it's a live stream, there's a different link each stream, but they all are on that Upland Action News channel. So if you subscribe to that channel, he does stuff throughout the week with different guests, but every Friday I come on and I usually give away, 8 or 10 or 12 CryptomonKeys, depends on what's going on. And sometimes it's the older cards, sometimes it's the newer cards. Mix it all up.
Careful with that one. That's actually how this kind of started. I used to come on once a week, and now I'm here every day.
Yeah, if I don't mind it, I wouldn't mind it to be more regular, but
it's fun. It's really fun.
So many hours in the day, and then you got to split it all up between all your things.
It's true.
So,
I'm just trying to figure out a way to quit all my other things. That's how much fun I'm having.
If it wasn't for how badass Jimmy is at doing the guests and the freaking write-ups and all that stuff, there's absolutely no way that I would be able to do this 5 days a week with everything else I got going on. So freaking love you, Jimmy. You're awesome.
Yeah, it's mutual. Very, very mutual. But yeah, so do you have, Recurrier, do you have any, I guess we can make people sign into your, weekly show to get the live updates, but, you've got Series 1, Series 2. So the one question is with these, it's funny because your DeFi monkey farming is very similar to Uplift Art's random drops of goodness. I kind of feel like it's a very similar concept, right? And so the mint doesn't matter, right? Like it's just a random kind of DeFi farming type of thing. I'm assuming number 2, Do you guys have any plans for a series 3? And then the second question is there any, like you said, you're affiliated with a few other things, a few other projects. If there's anything else that you want to share with the community, feel free.
So I'm a broadcaster for Upland. They have something called Upland Contributors Network, and I'm a broadcaster, which means I am not a part of the official Upland team, but it's a semi-official position where you have to be vetted and brought in. And so I help to spread the Upland word. I have a website, Upland Uncovered, where I post blogs, and then I do a lot of this type of thing. I have my own brand, I guess you would call it, Upland Comics, and that was kind of meant to just be an NFT hangout type space. And then I also do some work. So I make these comic covers, and I make these things that look like little newspapers and different stuff like that. And I make branding for some people have said I want a brand for my company that I'm opening in Upland, and I made some stuff for them. And then I use that to do the monthly giveaway. And then I'm also starting now a charity thing. So this charity fundraiser I'm doing now, I'm using that brand, Upland Comics, to help support that. And then I'm on the CryptomonKeys team, and I'm a founder on a NFT project that's going to be coming out in the next couple of weeks. You can see some of the sketches and stuff behind me. That's some concept art, and we're going to be coming public very, very soon. It's going to be called Metaverse, and we're trying to bring a bunch of new stuff that isn't on Wax yet. So we've been talking to Jonah at Atomic Hub on how to get through some of the technical issues with it. But our main plan is to actually have a regularly issued comic book series that comes out like every other month. There's a new one, and it's actually, hand-drawn comic books, just like the Marvel universe or the DC universe or something like that. But it's based around the metaverses and it's kind of like an NFT world metaverse thing. So
I think that's really cool. That's like, that sounds like a perfect fit for the Uplift too. Which, and again, like the I think that the whole idea of the metaverse, that there are different planets, there's different places to hang out. I think that like connecting them all with these cultural elements is just, I'm super excited that you're doing that, because that is what ends up making it stick, I think, right? Like once people can start to connect with these things in kind of a story or narrative way is when they, they'll never go away.
That's what we're really hopeful for. So we met, there's a group of us that are putting this together, and there's some guys that are different types of artists and have different skill sets, and we all got together and we're like, hey, if we add all of our heads together, we can come up with something great. Mm-hmm. So it's a little bit born out of Upland, but definitely as it goes forward, I see it being sort of a hub where we can touch on all of these other metaverses. So we can reference Upland, maybe we reference Alien Worlds, maybe we reference Uplift Art or something. Yep. The comic book series, it will be whatever it wants to be. It'll grow. We have planned out some we have a ton of backstory. We started with a lot of backstory for the characters so that we knew what we were working with. And then we've got some ideas, definitely, where the series is going to go, but it's open, and there's going to be collectibles too. So we'll have, as new characters come into the series, there'll be collectibles, and there's going to be some interesting mechanics on how you get certain cards and stuff like that. So it's exciting stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. All right.
Yeah, so when you when you figure out your timeline for going live with that, and you have like some things to share, please come back for another NFT game day and join us and share the new series with your community. I'm kind of excited about that because it's funny because I used to spend like lunchtime in high school for a couple of years. I would walk down to the comic book store and I would hang out there. And it was kind of like during the junk book comic era where like a lot of these big name guys, they left Marvel and ported over to like Image Comics or Valant Comics, and they were like kind of the first people that came up with this kind of universe concept. So I always thought like comic books were one of the best applications for digital NFT goods. So I'm kind of excited to see what you guys come up with. I mean,
oh yeah, it's
that culture.
Yeah, I had a whole mess of comic books too when I was young. I had my series. I was into some of the not obscure but not mainstream either series and stuff. And then that's what started the conversation. Me and a couple other guys, we started talking about this, and we're like, well, we could do this, we could do that. And then we were finally like, you know what? Let's just go for it. Let's put in the time. We've been working on this 3-4 months now. We're going to put in the time, we're going to put in the effort, and we're going to make a whole new thing. And the collectibles is straightforward in so much as people have figured that out now. Like we all know what the Blockchain Heroes cards look like and what the Alien World cards look like. And you got to come up with some interesting burn to upgrade mechanics, which we've got that actually fit into the story. Which I think is really cool. It's not random at all. Everything, we spend a lot of time planning on how all of the different mechanics tie into each other. But what we're working on now is figuring out, if it's a genuine comic book, clicking through this image, then this image, then this image is not a great user experience.
Yeah.
So we're trying to find a way to tie the NFT type world to like a readable media where you can like flip the page. And that's we've got ideas, but we're working through that aspect of it because we don't want to make this great content and then make it difficult to interact with it.
So I think that's a really cool idea. So like a couple of weeks ago, we had on the guys from Van City Outbreak, which was kind of the real life version comic, and they did a very similar thing to what Uplift did, which was when you collected those pieces for that NFT series, that comic book series, that essentially gave you the ability to have a downloadable key. I think for music it makes sense, and I think that it's cool that you can get the actual version of the book. But like you said, like I think over time this space is going to progress so that like the whole experience will be on the blockchain. So I'm kind of excited to see what you guys come up with. And in terms of gamification, I might know a guy who's got some really cool ideas that could be implemented sometime. So like let's maybe talk about that.
Yeah, sure.
Sometime, because if where you're going is where I think you're going, there's some cool concepts that I've been thinking about, and I just don't have time for comic books, but I want to make time for them. So I think I'm at the point where like if anything's on the blockchain, I pretty much make time for it. So may as well put all the things I love on the blockchain so that I have time to experience them again.
Well, that's our drive to bring comic books to Wax and do it with all original content. So
that's awesome.
That's what we're shooting for. And hopefully we'll get there. Every month there's some new interface on Wax that wasn't there the month before, or there's some new upgrade. And so it moves fast. And so we're trying to move with it.
Yeah, and Jonah and the guys at Atomic Assets are awesome. Like we had them on the show a while ago, and just like really stand up team, really stand up like ideas and pushing the space forward in like crazy unbeknownst ways.
Yeah. we've been talking to Jonah, and we're hoping to figure out a way to make it all work and see what's the best way to make it all happen. But we're gonna have, I don't want to give too much away, but there's going to be more than one rarity of comic books, and so that means we need to make more than one way to interact with them. And I'll kind of leave it at that.
That's really fun. Recurrier, thank you so much for coming on. If you could send me your Telegram on our Twitter DM, because I now have to add you to the Uplift community heads, because you're going to be spearheading that for CryptomonKeys, because I just locked down your spot on the
Awesome.
on the map there. So yeah, I'm stoked to have you in there, especially considering I don't know anywhere near enough about Upland, so I'd love to have you on to chat about that again.
I'm available to whenever you want. Hit me up in the DM. Tell me when you want to talk Upland, and I'm good to go.
Awesome. All right, we'll make it happen for sure.
Fridays are great. Mondays are great.
We might have someone on from Upland as well in the very near future. So maybe you could join at that time too. And
all right. Sorry about the delay, guys, for the NFTs going out. There's something screwy going on my computer. I literally had to change computers, and still about a third of the addresses were coming up as not existing. But I was checking half of them on blocks, and they do. So Atomic is still being weird. And speaking of which, Lama, you're around the show all the time. Your account didn't exist, and I've seen your account a gazillion times. So I know something's weird. So we'll get those fixed up, and I still have some CryptomonKeys to give away. So to some people that didn't get one, it's still our intent to make sure that you get one. And Recurrier said he would help out anyway. So we'll on Twitter later on. So that'd be cool. Oh, and Lisa just transferred some NFTs in Alien Worlds, and it worked. So that's fun. I didn't know you could do that actually in the game. That's nuts. Oh, by the way, you were saying that Monkey Miners is the I think that I didn't copy that.
Yeah, Monkey Miners is the foundation address.
Okay.
So any tools that get sent to Monkey Miners on Wax will be distributed out to the CryptoMonkey mining community. So
yeah, that's cool. Hold on, I want to get that up here. So donate Alien Worlds tools to here. Boink.
Yeah. Awesome. Thank you. That is really super cool.
Yeah. Lisa just meant in Atomic. Yeah, it's something on my end. I don't think it's Atomic Hub, because I switched computers and then it started working, but like half the time. So like I don't know what the hell's going on. It's something screwy.
Yeah,
I'll get it figured out. Maybe
it's like an API syncing thing, or who knows?
Yeah, something. I think I just gotta redo the internet, or I don't know. We'll figure it out.
That's been a weird lag for me with the Wax Squad wallet recently as well. So I'm not sure
it's not just you. I found it as well. It was same exact thing. Some addresses weren't showing up on my phone, and then I go on my computer and they pop right up. So I think it's just some kind of weird sync thing with their API or something like that. It's probably going to resolve itself. I'm sure Jonah's on top of it right now. So
I would imagine. All right. Well, dude, it's so good to meet you. And again, like we're developing a kind of a roster of people to come back all the time. We would love to have you back on.
Oh man, I've got so much to talk about.
I know. Right? Well, this is the thing. Like we're never going to keep up. So part of what we wanted to do with the show is to basically just like I want to develop relationships and friendships with like a rolling roster. So we have somebody like you on once a month or once every couple of months or whatever, just because we want to keep happening over and over again to build that community out. I'll tell you right now, anyone who owns a community cluster in the Uplift is going to just go right to the top of the list of the people that I want to talk to all the time, because they're going to be doing some crazy ass shit in there. So that's going to be super fun. And you're right next to the Wizard.
And I mean, from a scheduling point of view, this goes out to you, but everyone else as well. We do our best to try to keep up with all the projects, but so much is going on. I mean, you've got like 4 things that are going on under your belt. Like I'm not going to always be able to keep up with even you, Recurrier. So if you've got an event coming out, or you've got a launch coming out, or you want to, jump on and talk to people about something special, like feel free to hit us up and invite yourself on. I mean, we usually only book a week or 2 weeks in advance, and we're totally open all the time. Yeah,
that's awesome.
we want people to use this as an avenue for their own necessities as well.
I have a problem saying no. When somebody's like, hey, we want you to help out with this, I'm like, I'm in, let's do it. And then I'm looking at my plate and I'm like, what am I doing to myself? But I love it. It's great to be involved. I like it. So
Awesome, man. Cool beans. You guys want to see
All right.
my fancy intro again?
I do.
Absolutely.
So bad, but the second I did the slow-mo and had it fit to the music, I'm like, this is terrible, but I still love it.
I'm not the bubble. 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 I'm not the bubble.
Yeah, I totally want a monkey pilot card. I'm just gonna say it.
Right? I'll see if I have one. I'll see if I can maybe send it to you. I know a guy.
Yeah. Just saying, if there's anyone on the team, I'm just saying, the Series 3.
All right, guys. Thanks for hanging out this morning, and we'll be back on Monday morning to give out a bunch more NFTs and to who's on Monday morning, by the way.
Well, we've got a pretty cool a lineup next week, and actually, you were mentioning that we're probably going to jump on surprise on the weekend and introduce the lineup, but we won't give you the whole lineup, but we'll give you Monday. I think we're going to have Aaron Cox from Greymass come on for BP and Chill.
Nice.
So that's going to be pretty solid. Those guys are doing a lot in the space, so pretty excited to talk to him.
All right. Yeah. So Greymass on Monday. We're going to get together over the weekend and do a special live. We're not going to tell you when because we don't even know when it's going to be. So but I like Jimmy's been booking amazing guests for the last few days. So we want to go over that and talk about not only what is coming up for the next week, but we're going to talk about the kind of weekend review and obviously be bragging about the fact that we got to talk to Rick Courier before he fucking blew up and didn't have any time for us, which is coming.
Thank you. That's very generous of you to say.
All right, guys.
I think I'll be able to make time for you guys.
Oh, yeah. All right. Ciao.
All right. Thanks. Bye.
All right.